Nasser El Sonbaty takes on Brandon Curry in this 90s versus today comparison. You know that I am very interested in this little bit of a war we have going on. If you search my history of my videos, I did do a Brandon Curry versus 1996 lineup, in which case he was compared with the top 6, I believe, competitors at the 96 Mr. Olympia. So he did get compared with Nasser El Sonbaty. So you can check that video out, but you have to search for it. Maybe I'll throw it at the end of this one. But anyway, let's have this comparison. This is the 97 Nasser, and that's why I decided to go with 97, even though I do prefer 96. Hard to tell, honestly, from the front relaxed, as Nasser is tilted. You know what I'm going to say. He is tilted thusly, and he is, and it takes away the size. But I like to show the full bodies in this one because of the calves. There's a definite dominance in the calf department. But we will bring this one up here, and now that Nasser is tilted, wow, this is a 300-pound beast versus a 210-pound Brandon Curry. I'm lying about the weights. Just waiting to hear somebody correct me. But anyway, this 345-pound Nasser El Sonbaty, much bigger than the 195-pound Brandon Curry. So I would wager to say, without the aid of any rear relaxed, that Nasser would get the symmetry round. Maybe a little bit of politics in there. All right. No point awarded in the symmetry round, but that's unfair. Front double bicep pose. This is a surprise to me. I thought Nasser would just hand poor little 195-pound Brandon Curry a loss in this one, but it is obvious that he does not weigh 195 pounds. It's more 240 or whatever, but weights are very iffy in bodybuilding. I'm just beating around the bush because I do not want to hand Nasser a loss in the front double bicep. That would be ignorant, would it not? Another version there. I switched to another version, but it's not a straight-on shot. It takes the size away. Like I said, I'm beating around the bush. I actually might give this one to Curry. Of course, there is no calves, so keep that in mind. He would definitely be looking very foolish with Brandon Curry if you could see the calves. But let's scooch on over to the front lat spread, and maybe you guys will forget that I gave Curry the front double B. Front lat could easily go to Curry as well. But Nasser is nobody's fool in this shot. Look how well filled out his lats are. Hard decision to make, but when it is very close, we can rely on the fact that Brandon Curry looks foolish in the calf department. And Nasser is a supreme master as far as that is concerned. He actually had his proportions in check, and that's very difficult when you're that big. Side tricep, I have to say, the picture quality and angles, things of that nature, the camera should be over just slightly for Nasser, making the tricep appear a little bit bigger, and maybe his waistline would be smaller as well. But having said that, it is close. Let's have a little zoom in look at their triceps here, and I think it's plain to see. This is the angle of the shot that I would have preferred for Nasser. But of course, the rest of the physique is not there. And I think Nasser definitely is winning the side tricep. And considering the calves, once again, of course, Nasser takes the first side shot. Second side shot. Ooh, this one is a very difficult one for me to announce the winner in. Yes, I have a winner, of course. But I'm gonna get derailed on this one. Nasser El Sonbaty has a fan club, I'm telling you, a mile long. Not as big as the Dorianites lineup, but I'm telling you, you guys are going to hit me up about this one. But that side chest of Brandon Curry, it's rapidly becoming one of the best in the business, guys. Aside from the calves, which we cannot see, and that's not Brandon's fault. Nasser did not have calves in his picture. But we all know they were bigger, better. But I don't think it's enough. Nasser losing in the side chest. That's a surprise to me. Rear lat spread. This is a difficult one to say for sure. The camera is basically on the ground for Nasser, and it is a perfect angle for Brandon Curry, showing that back development to a T. So keep in mind, Nasser's back would be bigger in this. When you look at the lag development, I'm not giving this one to Brandon Curry. I can't. Look at those little whiffles of calves. If the wind were to pick up, his feet would lift up off the ground. I'm sure his upper body would stay put, but his little feet would go, you know what I mean? They'd sway back and forth because of the little calves. Another shot here. Nasser, in the hamstring department, is just flatlining. Poor Brandon Curry. I'm going to give this one to Nasser. The rear double bicep, this is a little closer. Brandon Curry is just dominating in the upper body. Look at the traps. And the lats, too, for a little guy. He has the outer shape, the silhouette, of course. But those calves are really holding me back from giving him this one. I can't, guys. Those little calves and those hamstrings, the giant calves, on the contrary, I should say, of Nasser, and those hamstrings of his. But it's not enough. He's losing in the back department. I'm going to write this one off. If it's a tie, I'll go back to it. Here in the ab and thigh, there was a lot of pictures like this of Nasser. They were very unclear, blurry, and they actually distorted his thickness, I believe. So I didn't use them a whole lot. But you can plainly see, look at the calf department, guys. This is what it would be in all of the shots. Take a closer look here. These guys are exactly the same built genetically as far as the abs are concerned. Take a look. Exact same makeup. Very symmetrical, which I appreciate. It's funny, though, when it comes to the abs, Flex Wheeler, a little unsymmetrical, and I actually don't mind that. Same with the wrestler, the Ultimate Warrior. I always notice that about him. But anyway, we're doing a matchup here, Marks Max Muscle. Never mind reminiscing about pro wrestling. Nasser would have made an excellent wrestler if he was a few inches taller. I'm going to give this one to Nasser. It's a bigger, better version. Maybe better. Striations in Brandon Curry's thighs will not be unnoticed, but calves. Got to remember that. Most muscular. I had to give my head a shake on this one. Nasser, it's not a run-on shot, so like I said, it does take size away. Look at the size of the arms on Brandon Curry. He obviously had a little bit more synthol pumped into those babies. I'm just joking, I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. It's not for me to say. It's for me to judge who looks more impressive, who looks better, and judging by the crab most muscular, it's honestly hard to say. This one here, the hands clasped for Nasser El Sonbaty, and I guess it's hand on hip, one hand flexed for Brandon Curry. This one doesn't show the whole body, the legs, but I think that only hurts Nasser because he has a superior set of legs, especially when you think of the calves. But in this shot here, he shows that pec development far superior. Nasser takes the final point, and it was a close one though, guys. Close one in the most muscular shot, so let's add these points up. Fairly easy to add up, though, I have to say. I'm sure all you guys know who the winner is. Nasser El Sonbaty. He is your victor, and I can't recall if he did place ahead of Brandon Curry in the previous matchup between the 96 and the 2019 Brandon Curry. But go ahead and watch it anyway. It's very interesting. Took me a while to set that one up. Either way, guys, Nasser El Sonbaty, 1997. If he was around last year in this type of shape, he'd be Mr. Olympia. What can you say? I believe he would be. Either way, guys, hope you enjoyed this 90s versus today comparison. Another loss for me. Shoot. Anyway, I like Nasser, so it doesn't hurt me that bad. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Hit a thumbs up. Life's all about enjoyment. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Of course, if you don't enjoy hitting thumbs downs, don't do that. I just wanted to say that word, and I'll say it one more time. Enjoy. Enjoy the day. See you guys.